Welcome to the Malcolm Richmond vlogs. Welcome back, guys. Malcolm Richmond here. This is my first vlog for 2022. It feels good. It's been a nice year so far, you know, and had a little run-in with the neighbors, just giving me nasty looks. Anyway, so as you guys know, I did move into a nice house, and anyway, so I hate shoveling snow. You put it that way. I know everyone hates shoveling snow. Well, anyway, now that I live in a house, not in a small apartment like I was when I first started the vlog. Actually, when I first started the vlog, I'm not gonna say where I was living because it wasn't too good. Anyway, so now that I moved into the house now I live in a house. I have a driveway and a yard and all that good stuff. So anyway, I gotta be able to get my car out of the garage and down the driveway and down the street, you know, so I can get to work, you know, or get my day started. So anyway, as you guys know, I live here in Ohio, so right here on the lake. So the thing is that we get snow. When we get snow, I mean, we get snow. When Texas had that snow that stopped like their everyday lives, and like buildings were cracking in half or whatever was going on down there, we kind of laughed at them like, man, 2 inches of snow, that's nothing, you know. Here in Cleveland, man, we get, oh God, we get crazy. 5 inches of snow, it can be sunny and spring-like it is right now, and then the next day, you get 5 inches of snow, man. It's crazy like that. Ask anyone from the Midwest. Ask anyone. It's just like that. I'm not exaggerating, guys. So anyway, it's really nice to be back to you guys. I got so much to share with you guys. So like I was saying with the snow, I was out there. I was like, we had frost on the grass this past weekend. And I know that as a Clevelander who's been living in Cleveland all my life, I know that when you get frost on the grass, you know, that means that the weather's starting to cool down the ground so that when the snow comes down, it sticks. Sometimes the snow comes down, it melts as soon as it hits the concrete, you know, but now, you know, the weather, it freezes everything over. So, okay, now it's going to come with the snow. So we had the frost this past weekend, so now I thought to myself, I'm not going to be stuck shoveling snow all day. Sometimes it ends up snowing even harder while I'm shoveling. So it's like, I just did this path, I got to do it again? Man, damn, you know. So anyway, so I decided to preemptive strike. After this past weekend was over, say Monday, I went right ahead and I bought 2 huge bags of rock salt. And you guessed it, I went out and I had a preemptive strike. I put down salt. I look like a fool. There's no snow on the ground. The frost is gone. It's not snowing. It's just really cold outside. So I salted the driveway. And I don't know if you guys know about this rule, but here in Cleveland, here in Ohio, if someone falls and breaks their ass in half in front of your house, on the sidewalk in front of your house, you're responsible. So anyway, I salted that, man. I salted the driveway. I used 1 whole bag on the driveway and on the salt in front and on my little stoop right here in front of my house. All that, man. I look like a fool. Everybody's looking at me like, they'll figure it out, you know what I'm saying? So when they're sitting there shoveling that snow like crazy idiots, you know, when that first layer of snow hits and then the second layer of snow hits, they start to connect like Legos and become a trench on your lawn or your driveway so you can't get out. So at least I'll be dealing with more slush because of the ice. It's better than dealing with, you know, like the entrenched, you know, locked in snow. That really sucks because you really have to like chisel the snow before you can start shoveling it. I'm not a snowologist, but I'm just saying it's not my field of study, but I'll tell you guys that it's a lot easier if the snow is a lot softer when you put it down, when you go to shovel. So anyway, that's what I was doing most of this week. So like I said, today is Friday. Actually today's Thursday. Jeez, they just run together. Anyway, I just spent a lot of time guys, on Horizon Venues. You know, they call it Meta or Horizon Venues from Facebook on the Oculus Quest. I've been having a lot of fun. Usually it's a lot of fun when I run into some really cool people and we talk. I met a young lady from the UK. She's really cool. Her accent was kind of awesome. It's kind of like, Jean-Luc Picard when I was talking to her. And I met another young lady from Scotland. Yes, that was awesome. She's cool. And I met a guy from just this morning. I met a guy from um, Libya. Yeah, I never met anyone from Libya before or spoke to anyone from Libya before. All I really had to go on was like what I hear in the media, like, oh, Libya is like a wasteland, you know, the buildings are all tore up from constant wars and things like that. He's like, no, it's nothing like that. He said it's just like nice little, it's like the suburbs, like everywhere. He's like it's flat, which is cool. You know, it's nice to like talk to someone who has a first-hand experience and not to listen to someone from the media who's trying to steer your um your point of view or your perspective, like, you know, to their perspective or being like what they want it to be. And then just today, I met I met three YouTubers. I met one I just used to subscribe to his YouTube channel, and I watched like a couple of his videos. He's really good, really funny. He lives out in Tokyo, and I was like just pounding his brain about Tokyo. Dude, I want to go to Tokyo. What's it like? What's it like? What the people like? What's it like? Is it good for black folks? Let me know. He said, well, yeah. He's like, well, it's pretty good. You know, it's like, he said, like I do a lot of research. I did a lot of research on the people who actually live in Tokyo, and they all said learn the language, you know, and that's just like what they were saying, like on the videos and stuff like that. But I was talking to this cat face to face or virtual face, in venues in Horizon venues on the Oculus Quest, and he was like, well, he's like, you really don't need to learn it, you know, you really don't have to learn the language that fast. If you're like in around a big city like Osaka or Tokyo, which is where he is. And he said, well, you don't have to learn it because everyone speaks English, you know, and they really keep to themselves. And so unless you're like really going up to people, you know, talking to them, you really don't need to learn the language, but you will pick up, you know, words here and there. You know, like bathroom and grocery store or whatever. Just little things like that. You don't need to like be fluent, you know, just you have like the dialect of like a third grader, which is like I would be in Spanish. Like my Spanish level is like horrible. It's like third grade. De nadie es biblioteca, you know, or juego es baloncesto, things like that. I don't even know what I really just said. I think I said basketball was a library, or anyway. So anyway, that was really cool. So anyway, there's another guy who older guy. I think he said he was 66. Yeah, there's like different all ages and all, you know, colors and all kinds of people, you know, in venues. I'm not saying it's all awesome because there are some idiots there, like they're like little kids. You can always tell when they're like little kids and then, you know, in the space and they're like running around and they're zipping around and they get way too close to you when they want to talk to you. And they're all in your face and they're pointing and talking to you like, oh my God. And you're always saying things like, kid, back up, you know, because that's something. Another thing that I noticed is that if you meet an avatar in venues, in Horizon venues or Horizon worlds, they're basically the same thing. It's just that worlds, there's different places you can go. Venues, there's a limited amount of places you can go. And so the thing is that you can usually tell when it's a kid. They have no kid avatars. They're all either man or woman, adult. So anyway, you can't really tell right off the bat if they're an adult or minor that's behind the avatar. But I'm going to give you a couple of clues. First clue, you can tell that it's actually a child behind the avatar. One is that they're frantic. They're just everywhere, just moving around, and they don't know how to use their hands, and they're way too close to everything. They're way too close to you, and they're looking all around, and they, you know. Now, I know you're thinking like, well, if I was an adult and that's my first time in VR, then I'll be looking around like crazy too. Well, yeah, you would, but the thing is that they get really close up to you, you know, like insanely close. Number two is that you can tell that it's a child behind the avatar. Number two is that a lot of times they won't talk. A lot of times, not all the time. A lot of times they won't talk. Probably because their parents told them don't talk to any adults, which is good. The parents tell them don't talk to any adults. You know, on VR, I don't want you talking to anyone. Or the parents monitor and say don't say anything. You know, so that's another sign they're not talking at all. And sign number 3, which is fairly obvious. Sign number 3, which is fairly obvious, is they're talking too loud. They're very loud, and their movements are very loud. Okay, hi, what's your name? That's how they are. If you don't believe me, that's how they are. Get your Oculus Quest, or just get your Xbox One and just go into venues. I think it's on Xbox One. I think because my nephew keeps trying to find out where I am. Anyway, if you run into me on venues or worlds, it's Malcolm Richmond Vlog. The same thing as his YouTube channel, Malcolm Richmond Vlog. As you guys can see, I am growing a little bit of a beard. Yeah, I'm growing a beard. I'm growing my beard back because my girl says she likes beards. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can rock this. I'm just letting it grow without I'm letting it grow basically without trimming it at all. Just letting it grow all in the scruff. I'm going through the scruff stage, So then I'm gonna trim it all down, and then I'm gonna do the Alpha M trim, and get it all nice and good. Gotta moisturize, because it's feeling kind of rough. Even when I'm just sitting here, it's itchy, very itchy, very itchy. That's why I don't usually grow like a big beard, because it's very itchy. Once she sees it, do you like it? She goes, and she just like that. She says, "Oh wow, you look good." Shaving it right off, man, straight up, because I like just the goatee, just right here. That's me. Just gonna have that. No sideburns, no nothing. Just right here, the Tony Stark. So I'm gonna do that, and of course keep the head nice and tight and shaved. Speaking of that, my razor broke. My electric clippers. I'm always breaking them because I'm always dropping them. I think because I'm breaking brush my teeth. I'm really aggressive. I'm like, pow, just knocking stuff, pulling the plugs out of the walls. Anyway, so that is more than enough time for you guys for today. And Malcolm Richmond is out. See you next week, guys. Peace.